we are transforming lives of rural community around the world by using digital platforms. So our premise of this entire digital green approach is started from the fact that as we all know that there are, say, the extension agent to farmer ratio is around 1:2000, which is really small compared, and if you really want to give extension services and extension knowledge to all the farmers, it's pretty, research which we used was about the entire agricultural social networks in India. And as you can see over here, that apart from the salesman who is at the fertilizer or the pesticide, adopted videos, and again, as Ganesh was also saying, and again in the morning also we have had, and most of you might understand the importance of videos. So now we are using videos and progressive farmers to communicate, and how we do that is what I'm going to explain now. So what we did that there was this early experimentation about, okay, so we want to use videos and we want to use other progressive farmers, or who will be the actors, and so we did a proper experimentation around it, and this happened around in 2006 when we were, when we just started out as Digital Green, and it was a Microsoft research project. So we saw that, the parameters were different. Like one was about what will be the type of content, what will be the location, timing of screening, will it be morning, will it be evening, will it be afternoon, what will be the method of dissemination, what will be the degree, what will be the background of the mediator, like who will be showing these videos really. And then there was obviously lot of other parameters were about degree of mediation, like how much information do we need to explain or tell apart from the videos. And what we saw here that, in some of the videos we had an expert talking, in some of the videos we had like a local farmer talking, and in and that is why the background of actors was very important, because what we saw that people were not really interested in getting a lecture from, just an expert, because they just thought that, okay, this person is very away from my background, maybe more, knowledgeable, more high level of education, different economic level, like all of that will be very different. Whereas if the person was, a farmer next door who was in the video, then the impact was much, much higher, right? So another thing that we also did in 2006 was about this entire experiment, as I was telling under the Microsoft research, was that we compared the classical green, and we call it classical green because it's the traditional extension approach, where we have the expert who goes through the extension officer to the farmer community. What we did in that we brought in the digital green approach, where, as you can see, right after the extension officer, we had local mediators. And these local mediators were, from the community. And they were, again, and over here are the details, I'm not going into line by line reading of it, that there were, 3 sessions per week, and, there was extension officer was shared, and the accountability was on, daily matrix, feedback was taken, all of that. Then we had poster green, where we compared basically, like the same, like everything was the same, like there was a mediator who was there, but the person didn't have a video, the person had a poster. And then the last one was, again, very similar, but over here there were MP3 audio tracks. And when we did this entire experiment, and this was done in Karnataka, in 21 villages in Karnataka, what we saw that the digital green approach with videos was 7 times more, it gave 7 times more adoptions over the classical green and classical extension. And why was it? Was the entire mediation, which plays an important role, the repetition, use videos as communication. And the other thing was about, desire to be on TV. So it was about, the farmer was excited. It became almost like a cost was. And then over here we saw that, again, digital green approach was 10 times more cost effective per dollar spent than the classical extension. So before I go into this, I'll just quickly show you a video.
Digital Green organizes rural communities to share knowledge on improved agricultural practices, livelihoods, health, and nutrition using locally produced videos and human-mediated dissemination. These videos provide a valuable resource, empowering social workers with better tools, farmers with better practices, and community members with the power to learn from each other. Traditional extension systems face a challenge in the sheer number and remoteness of the households they serve, and existing communication tools have been simply inadequate. The use of video can increase the reach of targeted information and maximize the impact of social workers.
At Digital Green, we partner with existing development efforts that are already working with rural communities. We train 4 to 6 people from the community to produce short videos that are essentially by the community, featuring their testimonials, their experiences, demonstrating practices to their peers, and then have these videos shared amongst the community using mobile projectors that are in the hands of frontline workers who are members of the very same villages in which they share these videos.
Digital Green's approach, combining technology and social organization, has been shown in a controlled evaluation to be 10 times more cost-effective and uptake of new practices 7 times higher compared to the traditional extension system. Videos are produced by the communities themselves. They feature community members demonstrating their experiences with locally relevant practices. By seeing the technique work for their neighbor, others find assurance that it can work for them as well. Community members edit the footage into 10-minute videos and add them to the library on the Digital Green website. You can browse this database by video topics, locations, languages, and more. Video screenings are organized weekly. They are facilitated by a member of the community using battery-powered projectors and speakers. These events provide community members with the opportunity to share experiences and examine new ideas with similar people. Oftentimes, seeing is believing. At Digital Green, learning and reflection forms the basis of future work, and there is a strong emphasis laid on evidence. At each screening, data is collected, including farmers present, videos screened, questions asked, and adoptions of new practices. Near real-time data is reported and analyzed on COCO and Mobile COCO, a data management software which can be used in areas with limited power supply and connectivity. Data collected on the ground informs the next generation of videos in an iterative process that continually addresses the needs and interests of the community. Digital Green is applying lessons first learned in India to projects throughout South Asia and Sub-Saharan Africa, and to diverse areas including health, nutrition, and agriculture.
Yes, I'm not playing the whole video because it'll eat into my time of the presentation. Yeah. So as you can, I'm sure the video, so very quickly, just can anyone, one person tell me what did you understand from the video? What do we exactly do? Anyone? Otherwise, if you don't raise the hand, then I'll ask someone. Just that I don't know the names of most of the people here. Why don't you? Yeah, sure.
Basically, you are producing videos from the root workers, and the videos.
And the videos are being shooted by the local people only, and those videos are being used for training also. So I think that's it.
Right. Great. That are produced by the people. The people from the community feature in them, and then it's disseminated to the community again. So, and over here, the process which we actually do, so first thing is we start obviously with mobilization, and in India, especially when we say that we work in 9 states, we are working with the Ministry of Rural Development under the National Rural Livelihood Mission. So we work with the state rural livelihood missions in Bihar, Jharkhand, Rajasthan, MP, Orissa, Andhra, Telangana, like a lot of these states. And so obviously there is initial understanding about, okay, what is the extension system that exists. And we mostly work with women self-help groups, like the dissemination and the people who produce the videos or disseminate the video are the members of the self-help groups. So, and I'll come to the reach figures, and in that reach figures also more than 90% are just women. And so obviously that is also adding to the mobility and the overall status and women empowerment that we all really aspire to reach soon. And so then obviously there's the initiation phase, and then there is the entire, and where we actually also train the community people who maybe use mobile phones very rarely or maybe have started using mobile phones, and in a 5-day long training they know how to produce a video. And then obviously our work then is about maybe sharing, providing some hand-holding support and stuff like that. And when those videos are ready, as you saw, it's disseminated using just this Pico projector, and I'll, again, very quickly, if I have time, I'll show you how it operates too. And so once that training, and obviously the training of the data management platform, and then obviously the entire production process happens of the video, and then there is the diffusion phase, where the dissemination happens, the data entries happen. And again, the other very important part about our entire approach is the entire mammoth of data that we have. So each video actually has, any agriculture, health, nutrition video have very clear non-negotiable points. And we don't really settle that, okay, out of 4, if you have done 3, you are a doctor. No. Out of 4, you have to do all 4, only then you are an adopter. So we are very strict with that, and almost before entering the data, we ensure that the verification is done really well. And obviously we have, an RCT going on right now as well, randomized control trial, to again see that how this approach works. And apart from that, we also have time to time, almost every quarter, a third-party quality assurance check to just see that how our data is being captured. So that and everything, the data, the videos is available on our website. So any of you sitting here can see in Bihar or in Africa, which village, which warida we are working and how we are performing there. This one was a very quick trajectory starting from 2006. We really expanded in around 2012. And in 2019, we almost want to strengthen the extension systems, be it across agriculture and health across the developing world. And as you can see that we started out with agriculture, but around 2012 we actually entered in the domain of health and nutrition as well, and now we actually are working almost parallelly in both health and nutrition and agriculture. This very quickly will tell you about, we have almost been able to reach around 1 million people, out of which around 85% is women and almost 15% are men. And as you can see, like most of the self-help, the groups are arranged like this. What we do in that we, have one frontline worker who is, who is part of the group, who is given the task of either producing the video or disseminating the video. And then when they are producing, and this is the other stats that we have, we are around more than 4,000 videos in around 28 languages, because the videos are totally localized. So in Bihar, if there is like 4 languages, the videos will be in 4 languages, and maybe the same videos will be in 4 languages. So, and more than 500,000 screenings have been done, more than 1 million viewers, and 54% adoption rate, and on agriculture, on health. And then this is another which I was, we were talking at lunchtime with a few people, that we're also right now, making a lot of training courses which are under the Virtual Training Institute program of ours, where we are actually developing courses on agriculture, health, and apart from that, even how to use these Pico projectors, and also how to even do video production. So, and right now obviously we are in the process of making it as courses and designing the quizzes and all of that, so we're also doing that right now. And this is our video library, and again on our website you can obviously see this. And this is obviously our Connect Online, Connect Offline platform where all the data is entered. And this can, you can enter data online or you can enter all the data offline as well on any of the, on mobile phones, tablets. So it has actually been customized for any of these devices. And this is our analytics dashboard. Again, we used to have this for agriculture, now we also have a separate one for health as well. And this is our virtual training institute. This is the dashboard for that. And thanks. Get involved and let us know if at all there is. In fact, we're also working with trained a few members from CORD as well. So I'm sure that they will soon be also implementing this, and we look forward to a deeper participation with CORD to start with. But I'm sure a lot of other organizations are here who will find merit in this approach. Very quickly, I will just show this. Okay, what if I, okay.
You want to switch this off?
No, it's fine. It's preferable to have, yeah, if you can. Yeah, you just covered. I think just covered it. I think. Yeah. So sorry, I'm making it really huge. It should ideally just be of almost this size. You can see this now. Okay, sorry, one second. Sorry, I don't think the pen drive is working. Anyways, I'm so sorry. Maybe I'll have to show this separately because the other pen drive I think is not. It's not reading the pen drive. As you can see, there's
We'll
cross.
do it in the break.
Yeah, we can do it during the break. Yeah. So, but basically, it's like this handy a tool which you can just use, and yeah. So, thank you.